Talking point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go one platform. For news every day, now we country salute. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
Yes, Fabulem, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok them. Well, today, one of the Komon-Tok what we get for can look into. We still continue, we will be stopped on Friday. We'll be get a very, very, very important, highly engaging program where a lot of people and share, thousands of people and watch that program. I encourage you or I'd advise that I'm not going to say let you wait for so let go action for so because you already on there. Endeavor for go back and watch that clip there, that segment there. It's extremely important. So you gonna know exactly. We don't want to go again back and explain what you will explain. It's that program be full of rich knowledge in terms of make in a manner in which arguments not for day at all. So this not just a continuation of what will be stopped. And we can look at the US ambassador, the possibility for say they don't bribe her for waiting, for let it cool down in red kicks when it comes to this theft election where everybody established it was flawed. This is not what we say. The Carter Foundation, the new and the opposition, the African Union, and credible observers as all don't put a question mark, and the tripartite also confirm why, because we're not able to see the result. So we don't know because we can like for learn from history. We see how things can be done unfold and we make sense of it. Now, so all researchers across the world they do, they must go back into records. That means they research, they recheck the knowledge, and you get and come up with conclusion, or you come up with a new proposition, or you come up with a new idea, or you left them for future researchers and for look into and discover. Say, oh, some people, Albert Einstein. Some of your work, Nana, they come into reality. Nana, people and they see they practicalize that. So the point what they make here is all of what we do so here today, we join the dot. We not get that wouldn't say ironclad evidence for put stoner. However, we want create the premises, we want build for now. They wouldn't say like we induce, we mental faculty, ignite, provoke with sense of reasoning, let we think and broaden we horizon for see certain things here. The reason why I make we in this bondage now because plenty people don't know aware, don't understand, it's difficult. But when we do this together, when they bring kind of information here, people will click up, oh yeah, I think this makes sense. That's not the essence of this one. So we can do on the geology tonight. We there with we daddy, uncle, friend. We na boy Jalo Jamboree. I here for help with can understand some of the issues there na the program. We go also look at the mineral contract there, what we don't sign. Where if we see how we ask questions. Of course, it's going to be a program of asking questions. We ask why those many numerous contracts don't sign as a country, not able to reflect to the ordinary, not able to trickle down. Now, somebody go and ask why all this. It's because of this information lack. If really the people of Sierra Leone get that kind of information here, they know what's in for two. Nobody not going for call and say, come out. Now then set the gap upon themselves. But before we reach that level today, why we not go continue for share this? Tell the people of silence you not deserve better. Nobody absolutely has not got no business with poverty. We not got no business with poverty. Absolutely. Now they just exaggerate, it's a fact. On Friday, we come with a document when I ask some of ourselves for the first time. We don't keep that document safe for us. Then say, look, no, share again for us. But no, we'll go for count and back another day. All right. When we can introduce we guess. If you just joining for the first time, the program we listen to now Komon-Tok with the different places now with the TPP Leone YouTube perhaps also is used for the first time. We offer subscribe very easy. Click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. Each time we come live, we go send you an alert. We also then our Facebook. We name our Facebook now Talking Point platform. Again, kindly like and follow us and leave the rest to us. We'll definitely send you an alert. Why you not go check we on X, formerly Twitter with the name Komon-Tok, or you can also check we on TikTok with the name Komon-Tok as well as the Instagram handle. Well, my name is Mr. Komon-Tok, and today na the 11th of August 2024. We can't just
one platform for news every day now we countries and law for education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, straight to the point. Yes, we're family as you can see from the right hand side. We deal with we guest today. In fact, this not to guest now. Just that he lost now. The boy Jalo Jambo, you're welcome. Family listening across the world.
Thank you. I'm from Willem. On a good evening, good afternoon, good day, wherever on a day. Yes, rightly as Mr. Komon-Tok say, I've been lost now because there is a time for every purpose and there is a reason for every purpose. I had to take backstage to wait for the right time, and the right time has come for Sierra Leoneans to know their value. We don't know our value. We don't know what we are worth. That's why we don't take our country serious. A lot of things they will therefore begin on Ventura in the coming week. I come at this platform, but I come at this platform because this platform got a large following. The information Sierra Leone has to come to the greatest number of Sierra Leoneans.
Sorry for interject. I don't know. It seems as if you might get some challenges. Your voice not too clear. I don't know if you go adjust on.
Let me see. Am I clear now?
Because this is a very important program. It fits
Am I clear now?
Okay, it seems a little bit better.
Is it better now?
Okay, let's ask the comment section. Family in the comment section. How do they feel the? Now tell me, please. Now tell me about the sound system, if you're okay. That's from Jalo Jamboria, and I tell me from your side, if you're okay.
Is it okay? Say echo. Is it okay?
Yes, they say the echo. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they call the echo. Yes. It echo from your side. Okay, I think they say it look better now.
Is it okay? Right. Let them just patient with me, I think.
All right, once the time for adjust in system, we just want Axuna, then program here, then very, very important. As always, Now, gentle reminder, wanna share the platform, make it reach with people actually within the country. We need this information. This now the food for the brain, the food for the critical mind. Now we not deprive them from them kind of rich food there. This now protein, now food, a balanced diet. It's full of protein. It gets all the ingredients, fat, oil, carbohydrates. It mix together. A balanced diet. Not just put on balanced diets. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I think I'm okay now. Are we okay?
Yeah. That's
I,
awesome.
I
That's
switched
awesome. Go ahead.
the computer that I didn't want to use this actually. As I've been the safe fumble them. Come on this platform because it gets a greater reach. And I want let the majority of Sierra Leoneans know the truth about them what. I'm sure say a lot of people don't hear about Botswana, Botswana, Botswana. I know one come out of Africa. One take Africa as an example. Botswana, a country like Sierra Leone, we almost get the same natural resources. We get far more natural resources than them. Now, a very stable country, we not get one cup of debt with nobody. We get iron ore, 12.8 billion metric tons sitting at Tonkolili. We get diamonds. We get a gemstone where they not defend any sign of the world, past Sierra Leone, and call it sky stone. We go show on our documents. We go for show on our documents. We go show on everything on our sea. We get oil offshore. That oil had been discovered since 1985 at the time of Shaka Stevens. But they not been know the economic quantity. Now they don't know the economic quantity. We get gold in the center of Sierra Leone between Bo and Tonkolili, coming to the Kangari Hills. There is gold that is almost the third or fourth largest deposit in Africa after Johannesburg.
All right.
We have all this, but we are
Yeah,
suffering. Why?
yeah, it's a good question. Now just do now we just divide that, just like we divide the program into two. The first one for so they established now, with this many allegations and where they scatter social media, where they point to the U.S. ambassador enroll. Now this particular type of the election, and where surprise is shock a lot of Sierra Leonean, because in presence one of the country being clearly like they can follow in predecessor in position where say the American policy not a change, and that the election needs to be credible, and we all know what it do it talk. But this one we see certain things where diplomatic, and some people can say unprecedented for a diplomat. Now we go Campbell's 4 minute video inside America, Adam Schoolford, where it exposed certain corruption where they take place with the American politicians then working serve in high places when actually they left power. Some of them not actually at the moment where they serve, they give them benefits and they now where they don't left, then they create the enabling environment to work with them proxy so that where they left power, they live in influence because then they like it as free man. But I walk you through. You said I'm sure you don't know social media. You don't hear about this allegation. Do we have any connection historically about some of these guys, these uh, um, diplomats interfering in politics in exchange for some of these gifts? Before actually we put some of the videos there and some work, let's just bring it through.
Yes, I will make one or two comments concerning that because it's an allegation. But there are proven facts that there had been past interferences by diplomats in the political affairs of countries, especially developing countries. Of course, In Sierra Leone in recent times, we see the role of Peter Penfold, the British High Commissioner, during the 1997 to 98-99 period. Also, last elections in 2018, there was talk going around about regime change sponsored by diplomatic missions. What is a fact is that in as much as these have been proven in the past, but it is also a fact that there are major multinationals where they use certain diplomatic channels for secure their interest. The interest in Sierra Leone is about the natural resources, especially the oil offshore. I don't know how much of we don't read this book by Perkins, with title The Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
States of America, accredited to have to take.
John Perkins did make it clear that certain diplomats in certain countries are sent there to act as control over the country economic and political conditions. I wish I've been for don't get a pre-knowledge about this the line of discussion. I've been for find a way now get John Parkinson book. But the title is The Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Let people and go find that book there and read them. I think there is even a YouTube video online. There is YouTube video online on Economic Hitman, The Confessions of the Economic Hitman, and there is also YouTube videos of Naomi Klein, where they talk about the use of the shock doctrine. And when you look at Sierra Leone today, it is obvious that either these two or one of these two approaches are being applied in Sierra Leone. And it's all about some major international institutions wanting to take charge and control our resources. They know how rich Sierra Leone is. So the interest is there. That much I can say for now. Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. The book where you mentioned, so by, most of the people, enable get this. We can always say we get challenged because one thing what we eat, and this is not only about salon. Boku, statistically, the people and when they read them very small. And John Parkins, like how you talk, so there are a lot of in videos on YouTube. Maybe in this program, like you say, we actually know if you say we don't tell me, say you get something like that, we for don't do a little bit of research, but we go up with self, we're gonna possibly be the following and stop them. We can just put maybe 3 minutes. I hope said this not the actual one way I get, we go make sense. Because when we do then joinology, because sometimes if we just talk with left and so people and we just say maybe we just talk. But when we bring them calm without evidence, probably from the sources from America or from the people and we involved, then people and we get reasoning, you will not say, oh yes, this we get the dots now. Let me share briefly. Let me take 3 minutes. Let me see if we will learn something out of John Parkins in work with in a conference where they can just now family.
This planet, it's a time when a true revolution is happening. I think in many respects, we're at a time in history that rivals the agricultural revolution and the industrial revolution, and the time when we realized that the world was not flat and that the sun did not revolve around this planet, we revolved around the sun. At times like these, there are amazing, huge changes. And it's important for people to be prepared and to understand that that's coming. And I think we're at one of those times right now. Incredible experience for me. I learned so much from these indigenous people. And then I became an economic hitman. And the story of that and how that transformation happened is described in the books Confessions of an Economic Hitman and The Secret History of the American Empire. But suffice it to say that we economic hitmen have in the last few decades created the world's first truly global empire. And it's the first empire that's been created primarily without the military, through economics. We work many different ways, but perhaps the most common is that we will identify a third world country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, and then arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. However, the money never goes to the country. Our own corporation to build infrastructure projects in that country, power plants, highways, industrial parks, things that benefit a few rich people in that country, as well as our own corporations, but do not help the majority of the people at all, because these people are too poor to buy electricity or have cars. They don't have the skills to get jobs in industrial parks. And yet the whole country is left holding a huge debt. And it's such a huge debt they can't possibly repay it. So at some point, the economic hitmen go back and say, you owe us a lot of money, you can't repay your debts, so give us a pound of flesh. Sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies. Vote with us on the next critical United Nations vote, or send troops in support of ours to someplace in the world, like Iraq. And in that way, we've created this empire. On the few occasions when we economic hitmen fail, as I described in Secret History of the American Empire, what happened to me with Jaime Roldos, the president of Panama, and president of Ecuador, and Omar Torrijos, the president of Panama, I failed with both of these men. I was not able to corrupt them. In this corruption, incidentally, my job, everything I did was legal. It shouldn't be, but the forms of corruption we use are totally legal. So I wasn't doing illegal activities. When I failed to bring them around, to get them to accept these loans, to get them to put their countries into servitude, then I knew that standing right behind me were what we call the jackals. And these are people who overthrow governments or assassinate their leaders. And both Jaime Roldos of Ecuador and Omar Torrijos of Panama were assassinated by CIA-sponsored jackals because I failed to corrupt them.
All right, so fumble, as when I don't get fumble, when I don't get enough from the horse's mouth.
You are offline. Okay.
So fumble, when I don't get them from the horse's mouth, this not to Jalo Jambuga they talk again. When I don't hear from the economic hitman, when I John Parkinson, where they explain to you how did they do it. Now one come back now we on country, all right, with this man in question. You see, this man, the U.S. ambassador, he gets a friend where na Greek. This Greek na in the manage with mineral. You see the connection there, family. I don't know if now they get the connection.
Well, so there you go. There you go.
Yeah, you see the
there
connection?
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
when they must say bitua.
So Fabu, okay. Before I bring you inside again, there is if you listen, John Parkin, he said not to illegal corruption, now corruption, but not to illegal corruption. Now listen another confession from what they say legal. How did they legalize corruption? From there, they work. We join with we on diplomat na salon. Fambule left to if you see the reality or if you not see nothing. Let we go quickly on this. How did they legalize corruption through the diplomacy in the political arena? We can't trust now. Let we do for you the dots then. Let build the dots then for you. All right. I think we don't see it.
About legalized corruption in the system, that there are many different ways that you can do that. You can do it through campaign donations. And another way you can do it is by offering jobs to staff members or to congressmen after they leave office. Well, a guy who should know a lot about this is Jack Abramoff. He was interviewed on 60 Minutes. Now, he got busted for doing some illegal actions, but what he's describing here really is not illegal at all. It's the legalized corruption that he's talking about that's endemic to the system. And boy, after you hear this, you see exactly how it all works. Let's go to clip 15.
When we would become friendly with an office and they were important to us, and the chief of staff was a competent person, I would say, or my staff would say to him or her at some point, you know, when you're done working on the Hill, we'd very much like you to consider coming to work for us. Now, the moment I said that to them, or any of our staff said that to them, that was it. We owned them. And what does that mean? Every request from our office, every request of our clients, everything that we want, they're going to do. And not only that, they're going to think of things we can't think of to do.
Exactly right. Exactly what we've been saying all along. And the problem isn't what's illegal. The problem is what is legal. He says, look, man, you're going to get paid later. Okay? So you play ball and maybe you can come work for us and make real money. And all of a sudden, they own them. How bad was it? How many congressional offices did they own? Let's talk about that.
First, I think most congressmen don't feel they're being bought. Most congressmen, I think, can, in their own mind, justify the system, rationalize. Yeah. And by the way, we wanted as lobbyists for them to feel that way.
By the way, that's another thing we always talk about, which is.
All right. So Fabul, Lowy left this. Lowy, if you just want to follow Abramov, we will spend time today. We deal with guests, so we know why it's too much on that. But that's what we take. Now, what in Abram they talk, this now one of the, what do they say, the lobbyists there. How then they control politicians and our politicians and they benefit from when they send them now different countries them for do I mean as agents, diplomats then and out then self what then say pay back, kickback, you know, legalized corruption. So you go kind of like, for example, this man now so where is he so they defend this guy, Greg Dean. Now, if you hear what's in John Parkinson talk, these are the people where the government of the country they send. The government, like for example, America, then go tell you say that they give you 500 million money and 500 million. Sometimes they go say na grant, some then go say na loan. But behind the scene, you really know who are the controller. We not be know who are the controller, but now there's a certain can confess. Now bring you can. Are you going to join for we this unprecedented attitude of we ambassador, American ambassador to Sierra Leone, given the confession of John Parkins and as well as Abramov?
You see, before we go talk about the ambassador in Sierra Leone, I want to make this as a statement to Sierra Leoneans. It's time we begin to see beyond the veil. It's time we begin to see beyond what we are told. A lot of things they happen in the diplomatic world because international politics is all about controls of resources. That's a fact Sierra Leoneans have to begin to understand. International politics, nobody is there to do you good. That's why they say we have permanent interests, not permanent friends. Their interest is resources, because resources now they generate wealth. We have the resources, as John Parkins say, we don't know how to use resources. So they come in trying to play God, trying to play nice guys, but their intentions is to control those resources and get maximum benefit. Whatever they happen at Sierra Leone now, some of us saw it a long time ago. When I say a long time ago, I mean from the day when they begin to talk about tripartite. Mr. Komon-Tok, remember at one point I come on this program on telephone when I be they discuss tripartite. I was being very angry that night. I said, tripartite and nonsense. I know they discuss bottom.
Yeah.
If you could remember. Because I knew where we were going. I saw the role of the international community. It's not about instituting or maintaining democracy. It's about getting a government in place that they can play ball with. It no matter how that they do. And this is exactly what is unearthing now. Saying that this man has been bribed, yes or no, it's a question. We have to prove it. But saying there is an international interest in Sierra Leone on the resources, that is not questionable. So the Sierra Leonean people therefore begin smell the coffee and wake up. Sierra Leone has so much that none of us should be out of Sierra Leone. From where they work in this Europe, you never see Botswana and we say they work in Europe. They're not there. Then country, okay. Then government
Either a tourist
stand
or they
for
just
them.
study.
Yes. You never see a Chilean where they work in Europe or America. They're not there. Then country, okay. Now copper then get na Chile. But the government makes sure say they use them for the country. But we in Africa, we they take we waiting, we give to people them free. Like what Creole man say, we they sell we birthright for Kukwebe. They sell them. And I exactly they happen at Sierra Leone. So this man, either he's an economic hitman or he's working for specific interests. And of course, I'm glad we bring the influence and the connections between him and this other man, Greg or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
Who knows? They are working in concert. Both of them are economic hitmen. That's a question we're asking.
Yeah, and in many, many occasions, this guy was supposed to be a diplomat. We're not got no business in defending.
He's like head boy of Sierra Leone.
Yeah. If you check,
it's like head boy. The man
I'm
can
telling
give
you.
instruction as to what he for.
Exactly. I think, Lobby, once I force people and begin shock, now that statement here where this man begin can. Listen this man carefully. And based on what in John Parkinson talk about what are they looking for, and the other video we make, when you check, you just see the connection AIs. But let me just take something where we go viral, let people and get this flavor where they can't just know.
Multiple times from multiple quarters in the media. The scope of work that was laid out for the Electoral Review Committee, both in the Agreement for National Unity and in the Constitution of the Committee by the President, makes no mention of a rerun of the elections. And I think it doesn't do so for a couple of reasons. First, the time frame in which the electoral results could be challenged in court has long expired. The opposition made a decision to pursue other means to resolve their disputes than through a court challenge. Under Sierra Leonean law, as I understand it, a court challenge is the only way that we could look at invalidation of the electoral results. And as I say, under your law, there are specific timeframes under which that has to be undertaken, which have expired. So I don't think that is a realistic scenario to talk about. I think what we need to be looking at, as I've said.
All right. As Pambule, I'm sure this clip be scattered social media, and a lot of people, it be just shocking for where it be they say, realistic. In fact, another interview in a AYV, it said unhelpful. That was one of this now 98.1. He took this one, but the clip on AYV, I think that they first talk. I said you're unhelpful. So people need to understand what does this man mean. And these big guys, they know now they get intelligence, and they gather intelligence. Now they know exactly what it. In fact, they know before the rest of the world. So is it that this man don't know what take place June 30? Over to you. Is it that maybe this guy don't know, not briefer, and predecessor not briefer, nothing, or he just playing the ball?
Master, They know everything, and they know even what me and you don't know. Like I said, they have permanent interests. They don't care who that they in government. Hey, all this
Yeah.
thing about
Yeah.
democracy, it's hype. It's a big hype. People can develop democracy by themselves without any international help. As a matter of fact, we been get democracy in Africa before Hitman come. It will surprise a lot of people that under the Mali Empire, that they will get the first human rights constitution that was ever written. It's called the Kurukan Fuba. The time when they launched that Kurukan Fuba, they like today, a heritage site of UNESCO. I want let people then go find out. Kurukan Fuba. The first human rights constitution were ever written on that. It was under the Mali Empire. So if I can begin to tell you about democracy, not democracy, you see them, then still election. People then come out, go vote. Some man train that day. They not count them vote. Because on a want in place somebody we go continue for satisfy on our interest. They know Samuel Matthew Wilson Kamara will not serve their interest. He is too wise to be president. Boijalo Jamboria will not last 24 hours as president. They will kill him. That's how it goes. That's why some of us are not even thinking of that. We know how the game plays. The Sierra Leonean people, they're able to change the dynamics, but they have to wisen up. Now, I make with the calm for give them the information here. When you know who you are and why you are, then you are able to take decisions. But if you not sit down no more, then they can't bend tail powder, they lie powder, all man they are like. The international community not get to interest. It's their interest they have. Don't begin
Yeah.
say that let people in Yeri.
Yeah.
Don't let this issue by international community.
I think you're on sports because the misconception where a lot of people get that Americans are the moral guarantors and many times sometimes you won't blame the people but sometimes again you come back the level of understanding they don't know that I make some of them program purely geared towards uplifting the thinking of the ordinary person, make them know with them position. Believe me, it's not a matter of exaggerating things. We are extremely blessed to a point that we're not going to business in any country for go work there, except probably on being expatriate or probably
now
tourism.
people left for the Kanawi country. Botswana, people move from all over Africa to go and find jobs there, professionals.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone has far more than Botswana. Now people left for the Kanau country for campaign work. Not only for the pass through desert, pass through Mediterranean for can Europe. Not only for the go pass through agencies for send we girl picking them now Middle East for go face a lot of harassment and exposed to a lot of dangers. We have to take a decision now. This class of people we have at the top, we'll get for begin asking them questions. Then get a lot for answer to we.
And the other part of the program what we get for can talk about actually a synopsis of actually the mineral contract what we don't involve in. Now there is a clip where I put yesterday. I think one of we regular viewer Naya, let's see if I will still get the name Naya. We do quick calculation. Mr. Seno be pick up that name, but later when I'll be there go over the text. I put yes at the name Ransford. There is a clip where one of the where Kelly they talk say they don't export more than 8 million carats at 262. I just watched by the clip when I see her when they do the calculation and Mr. do the calculation, that's not 2.9 billion nine export in the country.
Owen.
This not to me words. This
How
not
much is
government's not
Sierra
talker.
Leone? How much is Sierra Leone getting from that?
Government's not talker. Well, okay, how much government is getting? It's a good question. Let we go. Let me
No,
show
no,
waiting
say
government.
Sierra Leone. No, not but make a
Look,
specific
look
government.
at,
No, say
look
Sierra
at.
Leone.
Yeah, look at Anand. The government of Salon say waiting them gets 90s. In fact, according to the Minister of Mines, they say 1.2 billion worth of minerals, not to the diamond. No. That might be the talk about diamond. Then say mineral. Mineral can be
Minerals,
yes,
iron ore, bauxite, anything. Now we have this amount of minerals that have been exported in 2023.
yeah.
How much does the country benefit from this?
6%. Look at the low reader for Fambule and see. Then say Sierra Leone exported over 1.2 billion worth of minerals, but it was unable to tell how much the country benefited from that. Despite its refusal to explain the benefit to Sierra Leone, the general purpose financial statement of the government of Sierra Leone revealed that in 2023, mines and minerals just contributed 6% to the domestic revenue. Imagine, this company they talk about 2 point something billion. Then say the entire mineral now 1.2 billion, and almost it account for 6%.
Now let's do a synoptic view. Let's say this 1.2 billion, 50% of an iron ore. Now we take the present global price of iron ore, which is above $107. If we take 50% of this value, it's about almost million. It go be not to 600 million. As a matter of fact, this figure is very vague because if you say 1.2 billion, what? Billion measured in what? Carats, metric tons, ounces, tons. It's a vague figure. You see how we public officials and they play games per we? This is a vague figure. When you look at it critically, 1.2 billion of what measure? Are we talking about metals that are measured in metric tons? Are we talking about diamonds that are measured in carats? Then when they talk about 6%. Botswana gets 50% of the profits from our diamond mines. And guess what? The company where they operate in Botswana, the Bears Consolidated, now they run SLS in Akono. In the 60s, in the 70s, 71 to 75, when Shaka Stevens called them, say, "Look, can renegotiate, so go get 50%," they closed down. But Botswana got them to give them 50%. So for begin ask yourself question, Sierra Leone, why the same company they operate in Botswana, then they give 50% to the government. In Sierra Leone, when that was asked in 1971, it was refused. These are questions Sierra Leoneans need to begin to ask. There are a lot of questions that we need to begin to ask for us to see the clear and bigger picture that we country they lose big time. And if possible, we are even beginning to see a gradual sales of Sierra Leone. There will come a time Sierra Leoneans will not own Sierra Leone anymore. Because when they don't put debt power on it, put debt power on it, they not only go for the resources, then they go take the land of them. Oh, now can they go free on the dance sweet salon? When I get for smell the coffee and wake up. When I get for smell the coffee and wake up. What is happening in Sierra Leone is not good for us. It's not good for our posterity. We therefore begin ask certain questions. And then questions they first and foremost for be directed to those in charge of the country. Let them give you answers. Let them give you answers. We need answers. Why is it so with Sierra Leone? Why is our mineral resources where they run into if I not lie, that iron ore Natonkolili alone, over the next 50 and more years, it's going to produce the value of $250 billion. A $250 billion is 1,000 trillion. A trillion is 1,000 billion, and a billion is 1,000 million. $250 billion. If Sierra Leone get 50% of that, Sierra Leone will be looking at earning trillions of dollars in the next 50 years. And that will be enough to run that country for every Sierra Leonean to be inland to work for their country. So let's wake up, let's begin ask the questions, yeah? This is not about politics, it's not about party. Nobody is coming here to destroy anybody's image. We are here to talk about Sierra Leone and how we all, as Sierra Leoneans, will come together and save we country. There are laws we can invoke, but we will come to that later. We'll not go talk all thing one day. Now, step by step. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok will get for the and this for the next following months. Step by step, and we are going to show you evidences, documents. Gonna see how then they rape we country, because I go call and so. The economic rape they go on our country. You are muted. You are muted, sir.
So, Famula, if you just a journey for the first time, the program we listing na Komon-Tok. We discuss today the U.S. ambassador, the allegation where they fly around for say it could have been bribe because of the role of in role we play in PR where we do in public relations stunt where we see. In fact, there was a clip where the government they share right now. Now we put this clip. Now government says that then they share this clip. Family not listen no more exactly. In fact, the editor now this now not listen back. Okay. I think. When I put Lord watch this clip, I think just 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, but it's worth it. Lord, we do the genealogy side before we continue further. Clip 15. All right.
To U.S. companies, I talk about it as a potential opportunity for investment because we do have companies that are making excellent rates of return on their investments here. I talk about the fact that the political situation is improving. I think the Agreement for National Unity has moved us tremendously forward from where we were when it was signed in October. When we talk about the investment climate, we talk about, yes, there are certain areas of problems, but there are also things that the government is doing right. There are also things that are moving in the right direction. The decision to sign on to the arbitral conventions that give external arbitration as an option to resolve business disputes was a monumental change, which has really opened up the possibility for private sector investors who wouldn't have otherwise considered Sierra Leone. So I think you have to be honest with investors. You don't want to paint a picture that everything is perfect. I think we all know that there are areas that we could still see improvement in, but you also don't want to paint an untrue picture of Sierra Leone as just being so problematic you couldn't even consider investment there. I think Sierra Leone, like most countries, is somewhere well between those two and probably closer to the positive right now, and certainly moving in the positive direction.
Fabule, I don't know if I they see the connection here. Now, the government of Salon, they use, this not a we do. Now, you know, so the Ministry of Information and Communication then gets that into 2 minutes clip what they can do. So then they use the US ambassador now as their own PR. And if you watch how they do, then cut the side, because the question was if the legitimacy of the of Marabiu, where it just talks, then they work with any sitting, but then cut that side and then put up. But if you look at what John Parkinson talk regarding economic hitman, how then they move into country, how then they set the institution, even the money that they lend you, or that they giving grants, not to you money, it benefits their own people. I don't know if you, family, I think before they know the thing. So I'll go walk you through now. But me, one thing where this program entirely is not about politics, but however, we're not going to rule politics out of it. It's not about Samura. It's not about any other person, but the way we come together, sometimes I'll get for them. One of the thing where for me, if I didn't have Samura in position, this man at the court style with him. This guy, because I don't get nothing for lose. This guy, I don't get no business with her because it's for them at the side of the truth, you know. But for encourage this guy to that level force, that's don't show that leverage. Look at now the user. But I now walk you through before we put this document where time don't really beats me. But you get any comments for make on these PR system and the PR stunt where the government they use now as against the words there, or you what thing you take on this?
You see the connections. It's clear. This man is connected with somebody that has control over our minerals. Then look at the private advisor to the so-called president who gets now an American. It's clear, it's blaring clear that America get vested interests, and their interest is to continue to see this government in place because they know they can work with his type. Any children tell her dance how then call himself. Any children say do this, yes, now dance they dance. Look at a country they dance for $400 million. A country where will make up to 20-30 billion dollars a year for himself if we get things working right. 400 million now they dance for. You can tell the way they think. So if the American ambassador they use we, then you they see people within the government, they use that statement today, then you they tell them the intellectual capacity. It's not rocket science. It's clear. It's blaringly clear that something is not right. There is a connivance, and the connivance is for a reason. The reason is somebody wants to control the resources. Somebody wants to be given pittance. Now he's riding all over the world. One other question we get for Axis. That plane where they ride, so that get them because we don't see the same type jet all the time.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's a bribe for him to stay in power and keep quiet and do what the Biden of the industrial powers they want for control with resources? There are many questions to ask in Sierra Leone, but those questions cannot be answered by me and you alone, Mr. Komon-Tok. The Sierra Leonean people get for resolute their mind this time and say, no, boo, this now we country. Let's begin find out what's wrong. Let's ask what's wrong. Let we know what's wrong. When politicians can't talk to you, tell and say, Paddy, we don't hear you, but we'll get questions to ask you. Ask them that question. If you're not able to answer them, tell and say, okay, go find the answer. We get and come, we will talk.
Yeah.
Now they don't begin, they come overseas, they can make town hall meetings. Because then if we say, we they overseas, we can't like them. Wo they come on a money, go labor. Wo they come on a money, go labor. Therefore, they can't talk sweet talk to we, for take money from we, for go continue to sell we country cheap. It's time we wake up in Sierra Leone and end this. We not get for use any military means, the pen, the use of the intellect. We for understand what you need for understand and begin asking the necessary questions.
All right. So, Fumble, we don't come at the other side of the program. So, let me just with a pause on the U.S. ambassador, as we say, we not get what you say ironclad proof now for can confirm actually if you don't take bribe. These are just genealogy, and for bring calm, as I say, just check on the first one. We tell you, say politicians are not saints, diplomats they are not angels. In fact, they self one live in luxury. They want live better life. They want build mansion. They want get fat bank account when they left power. So we don't do all our genealogy they back. We don't give you evidence upon evidence back then. These are all just like a thread. So the next one over they come, we go actually build upon that. But let me focus on something more, another thing. The next thing I want to focus on here now, mineral resources. Fumble, as soon as they see from this document, as always now this platform, we must get something where we go connect to now, we go be a fact or a document, or we go you file. Side where you say they go check and see say yes. We know they just consider how we talk. No, we far from her. We are above that. This now the mining agreements there where successive governments and don't sign. Perhaps we'll not go done until today because time don't beat you already. But perhaps I go read the summary and Jalo Jamboree I go do for we a brief you analyze them for we. So let people and get that. The next one, the next all kind of
enlarge them small.
We go deep into that. You say, huh? You okay, so?
For enlarge for the public, may they see them.
Yeah,
but let enlarge a little bit. You know they go
enlarge,
above that.
You know they enlarge parcel.
Okay.
Now the maximum Nandi. All right.
Okay.
Now this one page I'm gonna go play around because time don't beat me.
Based our play, go to the summary. Let the summary be the heading. The other page then they.
Yeah, now the summary.
If people want this document, let them send a request. We'll send the document to them. Not a secret society will they run anymore in a salon. The people need to know.
Yeah, people are saying they read. People are saying they read that.
Okay, I see them. So we can read it.
Yeah. So, Fambo, let me just read them quickly. All right. Summary. Under President Ahmed Tijan Kaba, 1996 to 2007, the significant mining deals included activities by the Sierra Leone Diamond Company, which engage in substantial diamond mining and exploration efforts. These corporations contributed significantly to the country's economy during his presidency. During President Ernest Bai Koroma's tenure, 2007 and 28, several key mining deals were executed. In 2010, African Minerals signed an offtake agreement with China Railway Materials Commercial Corporation for iron ore. The same year, London Mining began iron ore production and export from the Marampa mine. In March 2012, African Minerals secured a 1.5 billion investment from Shandong Iron and Steel Group for 25% stake in the Tonkolili iron ore project. In August 2013, Nimimi Mining Limited updated its resources assessment for the Corner project. Furthermore, in 2014,
I
Amara
see.
Mining PIC initiated the development of a major gold mining project in Sierra Leone. Under President Julius Maada Bio 2018 present, the focus has been on community development and large-scale mining license. Between 2018 and 2020, multiple mining companies, including Minerals Holdings, Sierra Retail, Koidio Limited, signed community development agreements, contribute over 20 billion leones to local projects. In 2020, China King-owned group secured 4 large-scale mining licenses for iron ore. In July 2023, Tresor Gold raised a capital to scale its gold project and pursue strategic acquisition in Sierra Leone, highlighting the continued investment and expansion in the country mining sector. All right, I think we'll just tap down there. The next side, now we go the other. Walk me through all of these agreements. What in the agreement actually for in reality terms, not on the paper terms?
One of the things where the agreement you not tell we, now within the country they benefit from them. Every agreement for states, for the sake of transparency, within the country they benefit. And when you look at the first signature between African Minerals and China Minerals Commercial Corporation, China Railway Materials Commercial Corporation. How can a country's resources be signed off to another company that is outside the country for an offtake agreement? I hope Sierra Leoneans go take note of the word offtake agreement. Do ya wanna go find out what an offtake agreement means? Offtake agreement means say you dey go sign a contract with somebody where you for pay debt until you done for pay and before you begin operate now on your own terms for get profit. So that means we not get profit from them because there is an offtake agreement with China Railway will lead to the administration of African minerals after Ebola or during Ebola. Then from there, we have China Railway and Shandong coming in to take over. The question now is, we have 3 companies that have been signed for that one contract. What are the terms that benefit Sierra Leone? This is what we need to get an answer for from our politicians, especially the one that have been there at the time of this contract being signed. Mr. Alpha Khan was Minister of Mines at that time. The apprentice, now senior spokesman for the Bio government. Can he tell Sierra Leoneans what the terms are and what the benefits Sierra Leone gets from that agreement? We need to know. We need to know. Sierra Leoneans need to know these things. Then you come to 2018 to present. All the licenses where they don't sign almost the amount to community development agreement contributing over 20 billion leones. I like them contribute 100 billion leones. Convert 100 billion leones into hard currency, it's pittance.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And all them companies they are put together, they are mining trillions of dollars from Sierra Leone every year. The other side where Sierra Leone they make a mistake, Mr. Komon-Tok, is that most of them companies where they go Sierra Leone say then they go do mining. We governments get the audacity, then they give them free hand, say una go do feasibility study.
Thank you very much, and thank you. I'll just jump into that area there. When I be the work na Lonsar, I be the work as deputy station manager na Waterworks. There is a company there where the name don't escape me. Governments doing Ibikin time. Governments give this feasibility study exploration license for more than 3 years. And they can even 3 good years for God's
3
sake.
years, that man they go do feasibility. Now, don't forget, say, sometimes you go begin mind attending. Don't forget that. Now we face the reality of it. Just take a common illustration. Now we say you get cassava farm or granite farm. Person come to you say, I want buy this cassava, I want buy this granite. You go tell us, say, go come to most cassava or granite, they can't tell me how we arrange. It's exactly what we are doing. These guys do feasibility and all the geological surveys they want to do.
Tell we. Yeah, now
And
they
they
for tell
come and give you a report. If we have 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore, as they say, maybe the actual report is over 100 billion metric tons.
Yeah.
Then with a gap back, go sign 90 almost a contract with them. Ebo,
Anyway,
Munkude will get na politics na salon ask this question.
Anyway, we'll go for tap and they 1 hour don't do. We'll come back with it. I'm glad the way you just left out with that question. If now Munku they will get a salon, they would. Because
This document will get for come back to them.
Family, these are just a tip of the iceberg of the document. We'll go for counter. Now 6 pages anyway. We will come open the line. Lois said get your own version, and also we will come on the comment section because we definitely want to hear it from your own side. So as always, we'll take 2 minutes behind the scene. When we come, we give you the mic. Lois say hear it from you. When I give it 2 minutes, we drink water, shake, and then come back. If you just join me and you don't know how to subscribe and you don't want to miss any further program, this is not the way for Dua. They can't just now. This now Mr. Komon-Tok. Are there today with Boyi Jalo Jamboria from Norway. They can't just now.
If you want to subscribe to the TPP Leone YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page display, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe, so anytime we go live, you go be among the first people then where they get notification.
All right, so fam, we don't at the second segment of the program where now you turn for talk, now you turn follow you read your message where you don't put in the comment section. Yes, we get with first caller. Yes, caller, what's you call from?
Yeah, I call from Canada.
Okay, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you for the technology with it because it's really, join the dot, follow, understand. Because some of you can just get the basic, but no can know side the thing come from. But lucky research the way they do. Thank you so much. God bless you and the family.
God bless you.
And
too.
also, thank you, Mr. Jamboria, for your insights them. Because now all they contribute. Now the real soldier in a salon. Because now this kind of contribution we want for the we know now so the youth, now so the even the grassroots they will try to understand what they go on, then we will get a revolution at the end of the day. But if the people are so uninformed, now we know more than a diaspora, now we know more what happened, but even on the ground, no. This is wait for the dragon for a very long time. You see the West, the West are imperialist. We don't just say this over and over. It does not matter who's president is on that chair. You can a chief election 50 times as long as you get 90% of the interest. Then they will get away with twist the constitution, twist the international terms and terminologies that we will fit them. So do the waste to time. What you want to see, like Mr. Jamboria say, we need to do something. either through the pen or any other means for not get a revolution. We pray that if we get a revolution, not get a force, a security force or military force, we then say patriotic, we then know they use them for can overthrow a sitting government, we ready for change the country. Because the West are always there. If you need somebody,
thank you very Thank you very much, my brother. All right, so we had another voice. Thank you. Yes. Call outside. Okay, we missed this one. All right, so now we take this one. All right. Yes, call outside. The call from. Who's the call from?
Yeah, Constance Alina, they call from the US.
Yes, my brother. You get the platform. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Komon-Tok, thank you so much, for the wonderful work they do.
Thank you too.
You know how beneficial it is to saloon people, and because a lot of things that we didn't adapt with some of they are aware of, at least you get that time they you spare the time, do a lot of research, just for we and come out to we. Let God bless you and your family.
God bless
and
you
also, if I can respond to your guests, before I give you the callers the chance for call, one of the last word we say, if na munku politicians, then we get. Not so munku politicians, then we get. Now, wicked and selfish politicians, then we get in that country. Then people and then are evil. They not care about we the citizens there. It's high time for we as a nation, more especially the youth them, let them able to stand up for their rights. Let them make a known to politicians and say they are not idiots anymore. They're not there again that way where them they look at the youth them or where them they look at Sierra Leone as they're like people and with low-mindedness in them. Let them able to stand up, because if we say now we put your life them, in the hands of them politicians, we are done. We are done. So they need to stand up for their rights. They need to fight for their rights, because them politicians don't care about the people of Sierra Leone. Imagine a whole opposition where the people are leaning on. They are we are saying yes indeed they leave the election, but yes they say let we move on, let we talk about 2020. Tell me truth now, anybody within a right mind, right senses. They can't teach you. Say yes, I know. Say them teach me, but let we go. Wait, you say.
All right, thank you Thank you very much, my brother.
God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside. The call from. Oh, this our brother. Yes, go ahead, please.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes, my brother.
Mr. Cambodia.
Yeah, who's the call from for the benefit of people?
Call from United.
Okay, Abdul from the United States. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
No, that me brother, we call one slightly disagree. We get munku politician in the country. We get munku politician in our country. From the A to the tail, we get munku and day. Now, I had an interview one is in going for tell the difference between car and SUV. They mix up out Jeep and other things. Then. I mean, that be a public disgrace standing. But let me go to my point. Mr. Komon-Tok, the exploit when they exploit Sierra Leone and other African countries, then. Now, the heartless way when they do and end the money. Well, look like the way the bears in South Africa treat Sierra Leone during the Civil War. If you read the book, The Blood Diamond, most of the diamonds hold them in the pool. During the blood diamonds, hold them in the pool like Sierra Leone. They go through the bears. And
The
police have gone left bush. When he left the bush, before they arrest him, like he outside go for South Africa. Where did he go to the? Then look at the way fire. So I be telling you one thing where them play this documentary. Now PBS. Where fire soon get the act for go sign contract Charles Taylor. Which Charles Taylor be need that money now that oil plantation for the one of that country at the expense of the people and their life. We country Sierra Leone so rich in minerals, that we know the benefit anything from it. Some of it, part of it, school, we do on a outside. Then they at that place, then they mine outside, then discover zirconium. Zirconium, then they mine and they illuminate come out. Now, God one can still a bully. Actually, they think different minerals, they still come on at this country. But look how we did. see how we did, and we still blind about it. We parade SUV. What that need for make you go buy 300,000 motor car? Where somebody in 1 month when you for buy one bad dress. It's not a mungu business. Look you watch. What do you know be about? Dream for when now you wearing now $50,000-$60,000 watch. Now you want. Now God know how much you get. You know? So like just material and full AI. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. All right, so miss this one. Okay, let me take this one. All right, this one, we don't miss this one. Okay, let me add this one. Yes, call outside. Okay, what's happening? This we don't miss this one. Now we add this one. What is going on? We'll say this guy no get luck.
Komon-Tok.
Wa alaikum salam. Kailundu, the man with the thunderous voice.
Yes, sir. Mr. Komon-Tok, we talk to the Mr. Jamburia. We know say that they are part there in the country. But we want to tell them, you see that we evil man they are with and see human right. Now they don't cause problem na salute. Accident is Bani, I've been calling Bani, they cry this, that, what, then go run after police and call. Una no you run, then Madabio don't spoil this country. If Bani they when a human right, they say that they go run police and call, now then go chase them. Why would I not go chase Madabio? We now this would they try for say, the evil empire or the human right. But you know, let one of them lead their role, whether they lead for people for the Sanko, don't go drive Mother back the same way. And the politicians, thank you, Bob. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Okay, don't miss this one. All right, let's take this one. Yes, call outside. They call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. How you do, sir?
No bad, boss.
I call from Virginia.
Okay, you get a platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
This thing where you do explain so today. The same thing I watched I think less a month ago. You know, say they began this $2 deal with America signed with Saudi Arabia. Where this young guy come as a king in Saudi Arabia, the contract just finished 2-3 months ago. They not agree with them again. And the debt way America be the truth. Now from this $2, now that privilege the America be the enjoy for. Where they don't swell up like balloon, and so they take break. Other countries they pay for the debt. So now America get a debt of $39 trillion. Where they get the analyzing this, they talk about the other way, the only way right now where they get for pay the debts in day. For look now some of the countries in Africa who say millions a day. For let them pay off the debts there if they go able. And you get for take a sweat net for them. So like when they talk this thing exactly like no did it. Then people that they don't care about nobody, if we not grab and do things for ourselves, that's not get forbidden. All man they fight for you. All man they fight for you. So now the exact thing they talk so. We just see no more. We get this belief say anything just get forbidden by people there. We don't want to do nothing. And the most painful thing about country, the information today they hide them by the people there. People that were in another country, they don't know nothing what they
know. They know.
Yeah. They begin ask what they have people.
Yeah.
When they tell like, it go wonder.
Yeah.
It's not the guy that we tell them. They talk that they always not to another power.
Anyway, thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. They are big. Thank you. We can control the language. I know someone they ask one, but they are please. Just
it's the right to be annoyed, Mohammed.
So then we say, no, we know you. I know say keep painful, honestly.
Mr.
But I don't know
Komon-Tok.
because we know say once in a while people definitely.
Mr. Komon-Tok, it's a right to be annoyed,
anyway,
especially for that kind of situation, yeah.
Yeah, the call from Philadelphia. This not Tonya here.
Yes, my brother, you got 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I listen when I tell Nathan, my brother Jambora, just like when they talk about bribery in a salon of diplomat. This not the first time. When I go back to the junta days, Jesse Jackson go salon for go ascertain facts about the junta rule. What do you do? Then go get under on a nonsense stuff you commodity with. So if this kind man back when they try for next thing to private business, now look at the root tie, that root tie contract. Whosoever then give that contract to is so dubious. And during this tripartite business, that root tie contract it can't.
Colin, loud just put you. I don't know if I had to get you loud. Pamela, I don't know if I had to get this guy. It's a very, very important thing. I don't know if I had to get loud. The phone be jammed this now. Pamela, I don't know the comment section. This week, caller, they talk something extremely important where Mr. Self not be pick up quick. Yes, caller. I mean, Pamela, Lord just get in the comment section. When they talk, Lord, we know if they get you, please.
Yeah, when they get me clear now.
I don't see any Family lady, when they get them clear, eh?
Hello, when they get me clear now.
Yeah, now for continue. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just like what they say, during the junta days, we see what happened with Jesse Jackson. They for Guna Salon in the peak of that junta rule. What the junta doing? Then get diamond, then bribe him. He said he shrouded the truth way for tell the American government. So this not the first time when something like this they happen at Salon. But with respect to this one, now we look at the root contract. That's how that root contract can honor the time it come on at the peak of this tripartite discussion. All of a sudden we read and say they don't give this contract to one man, one funny man. I don't know what I mean. So now we look at it. But the problem we get in a salon is that we do the talk book, but we're not able to organize ourselves.
Yeah.
Other countries and they don't organize themselves. Now the diaspora, they don't organize protesting out of the country. But we get all the salient ideas, we get the fanciful ideas. We not agree for come together. Instead, we just like when my brother Jambora they ask if Namuku then they rule the country. We not the diaspora sit on back. We say now idiots and they rule now they control the whole protesting. Now make every day the thing they go through. Then go sit on there, all midnight, let people that come out, all the 15 let people that come out. But they go through because we are not united.
Yeah.
So if we really want to make a push, we need to come together. Now begin to get meetings behind closed doors. We come out with possible solution. Then how for begin to meet like right now, America now. We need to meet the state. What is it? Now we put with grievance to them, say we're not happy with what the ambassador they do as salon.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. We really appreciate your point. Thank you very much. We had another voice, but I'll tell you, say, brilliant contribution you had to, especially that with child deal. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from. Now doing tripartite, better when this guy click and we will not be out. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, my brother, you get the platform, you get 2 minutes plus.
Mr. Komon-Tok, to be honest with you, whatever they happen so right now, the only solution is Madabio have to go. He has to go. If Madabio not go, we will talk this talk and come talk until next one. You can't without Sulema issue the last time. Sulema mining don't go on during that time where we get a rebel war. Then we can that time they kind of Wataki, where they begin one company they call South Africa, where they call Sunline from South Africa, Sunline from South Africa. Then come with Sulema, where they mine this oil. We Madabio know of. Now an arm robber who would make president so. If Madabio not be get this opportunity we get so for become a president, it will not be an arm robber. The Caballo then said so now for win Sierra Leone. Now for let them better. Marabio, the money where Marabio don't thief na Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is not going to know until we pull Marabio. So we come with educational program. We go enlighten with people. Let them stop for the clap for them politicians. Yeah, let them take them for the lie. I mean, the talks I will go for talk to how they call themselves Weird. Let them look inside that trauma bomb issue from this time when they kind of power when they begin to talk about that trauma bomb issue. Let's see the trend of lie when people are don't lie up to this present moment. Then the government minister will go on Liberty TV. Recently, we go talk say in 6 months, rest will begin flowing at Sierra Leone. These people are just bunch of flyers.
All right, thank you very much, my brother.
It's all about getting rid of them. No, we get rid of these people. Let's get innocent. Stand up, not get rid of these people. Please, the 19 and the 20.
All right, okay. Fambula, now we had another voice. Thank you very much. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, I'm the call from Canada again.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I think the 2 points that the last caller they make it very important. All this really talk so. The point is how we get for the past information to the lame people, the Nasalo, the layman Nasalo, and the last person who get information because information is not there. This is the point. However, we'll talk this still, which make the protest. I remember all they fail, they need to succeed because we don't get a strategy, we don't get a strong unity. We come together, we make like other countries they do. So now we begin to ask question now. Waiting then the next step. What do for do? This is the question. Waiting now for do because this time in order for fail because we need a revolution as radio. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. All right, now we had another voice. Now we take this one. Okay, we don't miss this one. Now we take this. Yes, call outside the call from.
Komon-Tok.
Yes, who's the call from, boss?
Virginia, the call for Virginia.
Okay, you got a platform. You get 2 minutes. That'll be good. Thank you.
Yeah. So, like, upon all this, because today we don't see even people there from the APC, where DC, we are not understanding people there. And they see how they think, it just make no more right that people are just confused. Una they do not wrong. Una one for Tawa say, no, this is not right, it's not right. And they see people there from that side, they say, this thing, we not give them say, this man win, but no move on. People that they suffer at the country, Sierra Leoneans they suffer. People them, they're not able all again any longer. What thing they able advice? Since this guy, he don't become so notorious for kill people then when they protest, this sit at home, this civil disobedience. I believe so now for on the push, no cripple the guys there. But without that, because now everybody people will be hope to. Now then today they said this thing, this man support for the day. Everybody be they talk about international community. Who sign now will get for only complaint to. Just like what they say, no stand up for yourself. Now the only solution are the if you not stand up for you, for yourself, I wonder how your life get for day. Now that force will do for try for disable this government. With new advice to again.
All right, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. All right, now we'll take this one. Yes, call outside the call from.
I call from Abadi.
Yes, you got a platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, work here with people then like this man, they come like you show, they talk about the NTR. I can always wonder like if they get opportunity right now, if people actually make a difference. This talk where they talk so about I would say at least 7 years ago, we get people that right now what they in government, where they know about the NTR. And at NTR they could be the whole meeting for. By the way, at the Southeast of Komon-Tok, where they hold the meeting here, they talk about all the NTR what Mr. John Boya they talk about so. But you go ask yourself, okay, why are they in power right now? Not implement all the things that they say that we're able to implement. So the question for that is why we can know the solution to the problem in this country, but we get the power for change the trajectory of the country. We're not able for one. There's something called step reports. Where the World Bank they give a loan, that step reports that the government representative and the World Bank representative. Now then they sit down, they assess that before the final loan will come through. Our nobody step with reports. Now, former minister, we're now former, but at the time, if we didn't have the opposition, well, we sit on a Kenema, we talk about this, and I ain't tell anybody in TLC. Based on that, government came for come out of loan them where they take. Because it shows say, even the young World Bank officials and they corrupt.
Yeah.
Because then get for sign off for say, this step report, the government don't do this, they don't do this. We don't see them with eyes. So we now go ahead and give the final loan. So what they say then here, so this thing and that thing we people they know. If government officials then come, Mr. Jamboya will become minister right now. I will ask a question.
No, sir.
No, sir. I don't think so. I don't know which country they right now, but if we think about all the best places and way for buy hosts, the best schools the way to for go. Once he become president or become minister,
so what
do you think about?
So me brother, what do you how we go do? How we go make the change? What are you feel go make change now?
Well, I think so now we do now for make the change. First of all, we they support your vote. We didn't have power. We wouldn't have power. Like right now, we say we are southeastern and say the northwest they're ready for do anything for take this government out. But we wouldn't have the southeast. We just believe say, even if we die in this country, we get now within our state house, we for just stay in our state house. Now the only problem that we make, and the only reason that we make bad view the president right now, more say we're ready for demonstrate. Okay, they say the entire country will demonstrate. When I visit Madam Yogo Sirona, they're not going to sit down now.
Of course not. Of course
not.
When
they demonstration, the only how they demonstrate na Kisi. And then they come past Congo Cross. And then they even reach na central district. So you go ask yourself, all they get for mobilize all the troops then towards eastern, and they don't crush them, and also. So until we say we protest, the whole country protest. If you say Madabi not going to change, Madabi they do things now. They know say he can demand the way they there now, and it not going to change. I just make us say this too.
Thank you very much. As always, the contribution is welcome and always brilliant. Thank you. By the way, don't say we not call yourself. We'll go for fine. You find the crime. Just look at the road. All right, bro. Thank you. Yeah. So we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. Outside the call from.
Hello.
Yeah, outside the call from.
Yeah, they come from Eva.
All right, you got the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Leone, now. I'm so glad you really bring down this man, this American ambassador, in talk. This man, na emission. We do Sierra Leone as a one act, nothing like emission at our country. Because this ambassador, the first that time we come out, so we can talk about this tripartite, we wrong, no we wrong. Now the SLPP now they use this man. Now emission in another country, and we know they agree for him. We get for the ask question. What in a mission another country? We really want that. We really want act. And we the people then, if only they afraid because the killer way in the country on another view, when they afraid for promote, sit at home instance of now other thing than the. Because sit at home not just say sit down one day, the next day continuous. Even the protest, if you guys not a one day when they sit down and 2 days, one day when I left. When I continuous. If I sit at home, continuous. And this man has a mission in another country day. Before ask me the Sierra Leoneans, what's that a mission? That American ambassador. What's that a mission at that country day? One more. Now me take down the moment.
All right, thank you.
I'm glad you really wake up with this man talk.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. So we'll take one more call, then we'll wrap up the program, family, and just one more call. All right, now we have this one. Maybe this will be the last caller. All right, no, miss this one. All right, now we had this one. This will be the last caller for tonight. All right. Okay, so family, okay, we don't miss this one. It seems as if we've come so far. We apologize all the under with the attempts for call now. We sorry. We will come back tomorrow by God in power. We appreciate. Okay, Lord man, let's squeeze this one. All right, let me just squeeze this one. Let me just squeeze this one. Yes, call outside the call from. Who's the call from? Who's the call from?
I know they come clearly.
Yeah, who's the call from? Who are you? All right, okay. All right, so we don't close the line. We apologize. Dear, please, Fambule. Tomorrow, we are back. We don't close the line. We will just concentrate on the text side. We'll concentrate on the text side now. Right. This one they come up from Ablusisi. Whenever they say protest, Papa will organize to bring people from the south to counter the protest in the capital as if there is no protest. Most people you will see in the city are not resident. And this one they come cotton ski, they say if you bring APC and SLPP into this, it will just divide us. Make the conversation beyond partisan politics. Talk about it from an economic point. And this one they come up from. This one they come up from Anne Marie. They say nobody know the protest. We tire for bear with people there. And this one they come from Zainab say the state house even we don't want it. We want a brand new state house. Zainab says how they put money. We will they say not get money. All right, this one they come up from Legendary. It says civil disobedience for regular be regular in a saloon. No peace, no for day for this junta regime. And this one they come up from Jenny, where they say, how can we organize ourselves when jobs are not given on merit? Jobs are awarded to a Munku tribal member, the blind leading the blind. And all right, now we go up so that we will get at the middle side of the program. And this one they come up from Bintu Kale. They say it's sad our investor ripped our minerals, then the citizens are suffering. Our leaders are wicked, greed and selfish. Hope we had a leader like the late Magufuli, the late Magufuli of Tanzania. Yeah, it was highly celebrated, and it's even been cherished as one of the best leaders we would ever get. And this one. This one they come up from Tisiku Taylor. They say, I don't think Senamunku now dishonesty. And all right. Samuel they say for the case of Sierra Leone, there is no exception of what's going on presently. And this one come from Salon Women is a mineral agreement should also show the social and environmental impact of the project and the company's corporate responsibility to reduce those impacts. That's brilliant. Yeah, of course. And this one they come from J. They say, yeah, okay, I think they buy Yebu agent buying houses in the Western world and banking some of the monies in different banks around the world. Yeah, now the trend, you know. This one they come up from Yebu region to say, my brother, it is just we have two parties that are robbing us of our livelihood. Both the APC and SLPP have completely let us down. They do not care about us. And you know why? We are allowing them to work all over us. We do not know our rights. Yes, Yebu, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. No, 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 you're right. That's not the only thing. We then can make one bafanaya, we grab for them, we celebrate, we clap for them, then go buy mansion, then can make for we community buffer, with dirty block, then painter, then can put, music, dance, anyway. Conrad Johnson, the SLPP accepted all the conditionalities of the Mineral Act, removal of fuel, rice, etc., subsidies, and so more. So, how much diamonds are mining and getting missing? Uh, this one they come up from FDI. It's not development. It's a way for foreign companies from nations with political leverage to extract as much possible from developing countries and leave very little for a few in those countries. Yeah, Jenkins Parkin Tucker, John Parkinson Tucker. No, no, either. They Tucker. And this one, they come up from Samuel Kamara. He said, I read the first edition of the Confession of an Economic Hitman and the new edition of the Confession of an Economic Hitman. The economic and political crisis in Sierra Leone presidency is no exception. You see? That make me happy when we get this kind of audience because we viewers now people are top notch. They say they research, then so we can just match together. The energy just they flow together. So it's not about we no more think about that or read it. When they match you up with me, we really appreciate that. It's really, really, really an interesting time. I'm sure this effort's not going to go in vain. Definitely, this effort not go in vain. This one came from Gombi Musa. He said, we have all these pieces of evidence of implication of diplomat, but we can't push our case because we in the diaspora are not united as one front in the fight. Instead, one idiot is directing everything. Thank you, my brother. You're super, super right. I agree with you 110%. That's the problem. We know unite now. We system not social media. We know unite.
We not unite. We not unite.
Yeah,
We not unite. We not unite.
The mic, just 5 more, but they give the mic. This one come from 880. Say, Mr. Komon-Tok, this is nothing new. Why are no waiting?
Why are you not promoting?
Left Nandi. This one they come up from Alusan Camera. I say it's an edited video to show that the Papa government is doing well, but the present exchange rate, inflation, and economic crisis suffering on the people exposing all their propaganda. Sad. Yeah, that's it. You go edit the video, but you're not going to edit the inflation and the cost of the one bag dress. You can't edit it. It's real. When you go to the market, you will see that it's real. Anyway, Lad just blew small. I give you the mic if you want to respond to the calls and the text, and we come back over to you.
I think say we get a very good audience, people, and they express very good concerns. All of them concerns here they in place. The only point I go make, one of our brother ask a question, say, there were people in this present regime when they were in opposition. They knew all these things, they were saying all these things, but now they are in power, they are doing nothing. You may be completely right, my brother. But I want to show you, say, like me, I don't care for can't talk for make I get political leverage. I am 69 now. April is going to make me 70. I don't get time for go sit on a political office. I am doing this for God and country. And I want every Sierra Leonean, let put politics aside, let take up this fight. It's a fight, but it's a fight with intelligence. It's a fight with the pen. This is just an introductory program. As time they go on, una go know the real backbone of this fight. And I want to una know say there are registered institutions we are working with. We intend for bring the message to Sierra Leoneans. Let we unite. Let put party business aside. Let we unite. If we are united, we ask for we rights, we will get them. We will not need for spill blood. If we are united, like how my brother Gombe Musa say, if we sit down with the diaspora, if we are united, we come together, we begin put pressure on institutions and governments them. I swear to God, we will get the result. But one thing I want to say, we cannot get it done overnight. Let we exercise patience. It's a long fight. This is our fight for independence. We never had to fight for our independence in 1961. It was given to us because of one reason or the other. Maybe Britain, because they may just come up on the Second World War, they may try for repair themselves. Then say, "Lord, left there, I'll let them go." But with the old Europe, we'll go there back. So we have to be prepared for this fight. And this fight is not going to be a war of weapons or a war of swords. It's going to be a war of the intellect, the pen, the power of information. So we are una patient. We get tons and tons of information we'll get for make known to una. Even that document today, now the summary part of una see.
Yeah.
The second part of the summary, when una see and someone go cry. Because that second part show exactly almost the country they lost. Then, I don't want to let we concentrate this thing on Julius Maada alone. Julius Maada is in power now because he's protecting certain criminal interests. But this is a game that has been going on for a long time, and I want to know, see, in each of the political parties, there are people who work with this criminal interest. And they undermine the progress of the country, pretending to be party members. We therefore take patience and time. Now find out who are them people here. When we find out who are them, when I get the correct information, the people will take a decision, not we get for take decision. When politicians can't talk to them, then go tell them, say, oh, no, yes. When the people get the correct information, they will take decisions. We people them, not to idiots them, then they think.
Yeah.
And once you go tell Una, then programs here, we get for translate them into with local languages. Mandate Creole for a start. Let people then hear it in the Mami language. Let them understand in the Mami language. Politicians do as they like because the people don't know the truth. When people then begin to know the truth and the value of their country, politicians go behave themselves. So here, at the Axla, Una get patience. It's a long fight. But it's a fight we are going to win by the grace of God. I'll stop there for today.
All right. So, Fambule, we'll only close now, as always, with 2 hours. So, I think I see we don't close the line. Okay. We're not going to open the line again, but at least we'll take 5 more texts. Then we say goodbye. This one, Lasana Ali Bangura, they say we need to renegotiate our mining policy for the benefit of our country. You know,
yes,
you talk some.
We can do that.
It's possible to do that. You talk something will make a lot of sense. When the mining company they come, now then they do geological survey. Now then they tell me the quantity of the mineral waiting there. That's not the saddest thing. You make a whole lot of sense because I can buy something, don't Nami they can't, Nami they can't tell you. Nami they tell you, you don't lock me inside room, or I mean they left me no more. Don't you don't go sit on far. Don't Nami they can't tell you say, well, now 10 granates there. You dey agree back, sir. Okay, 10 grand. You say 10, eh? Okay, 10. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Wait until now 150 or 200 granates they
200 or even 1,000.
or even 1,000. Though after that, then they say that feasibility study. Me now Losara here. I go anyway. I go remember the company. 3 good years, 3 good years, 3 good years, and they do no more feasibility study.
Mohammed, you are sorry, Mr. Komon-Tok. You dey talk about 3 good years na alone, sorry. That company we name African Minerals na 1996 he registered na Sierra Leone.
Oh, really?
It was registered as Sierra Leone Development Company. Then give them geological rights for survey the whole of Sula Mountain from 2001 to 2010 with a signed contract. You are talking about Marampa Mines 3 years. Go and find out what I'm telling you about Tonkolili. And one thing I'm going to let people know, Tonkolili, not only iron or dede, other metals than dede.
The other side, we'll go for dig more in that.
With the candy, the documents are there to prove it all.
Yeah.
We know they can't pull Nancy story now. They give the people and the fact. And people that were interested, let them send requests. We go send the documents to them. Let them read them for themselves.
Yeah.
Not to see what we see don't write. Now documents where we download. Some of the documents here we pay for them.
You get references.
And we get link references the way you go see online. Yeah. You go na the web page, you see the evidence.
Exactly. And
that's what Nancy story with the camp pool. We know they can't instigate nobody against nobody. We want let Sierra Leoneans know what in them deserve for no. Let them able to take rightful decisions. When we go unite because of that, by the grace of God, Sierra Leone go unite beyond all this tribalism, all this partisan politics. Now look at the country and say, let us make this place for all of us.
Christian Touré say, remember, it's all loss of 2 baskets as the outcome of the tripartite. Unfortunately, we do not see any. And this one they come up from A.L. Quia. It's American cannot morally guarantee anything. The country was founded on immorality by the killing and pillaging the Indians for their land. And this one they come up from Cherry Brownie. It say, Mr. Komon-Tok, Mr. Jallo Jamburia is right. Let's add that hypocrisy is the currency of the international relations and diplomacy. Jerry, thank you for highlighting that. All right, Jerry again. It said, Mr. Komon-Tok, let me add to what Mr. Jallo Jamburia said that hypocrisy. Okay, I think at the same text come.
At the same text.
Yeah. All right, now we go up. Okay. All right, slow look for the underwood with it. Okay. All right. Okay, so Fambul, at least we're on the clock now, the hour now, yeah. Yes, Kelvin said thank you very much for joining us. Kike, Ibrahim, and Ibrahim Davis, Sheka, Almami, Faith, Bintu, and Abdul Tarabali. Thank you guys, and we really appreciate you now. We don't clock now, almost now we're side now. So we late 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So yeah, don't press 11. So Fambula, what would they say? I open up to now on this one, and it's a fact. Another day we will try for do the genealogy. Waiting the government aids, waiting then the freight. Let's at this. Now social media. These are the words of even mother bill. Then the friend and bad. And what's in the eights owner the share. Let's tell you this. No about this. If each of them content here, trust what I tell you so. This is not a fact. If okay, we know they complain about the views. People in the watch the show, we really appreciate that. We can get maybe a minimum of 10,000. Let's say minus plus 10,000. That 10,000, this is just YouTube. I'm not talking about Facebook. Facebook sometimes can get the largest views anyway, now YouTube. Now, if you combine both the platform them, probably would get up to them 14,000 views every blessed day, or at least most of the days then. If even 10,000, this is not to 1,000 people I talk about, not to 1,000. The platform, I don't put her into that magnitude that's a heavy. We are not talking about 1,000 views, we're talking about 10,000. If that, this now, I repeat them back. Now 10,000 people in the watch now. If that 10,000, even only 50% of that is share down there, it creates a huge impact. If we are doing that for 6 months or 1 year, to God, we see different. This is not one thing I want today. Leone gets at the back of my mind. Think about this. When I do your research, when I do work the mathematics behind this, when I see how they reach the penetration, how that's going to happen, when I go see the changes in 6 months. I'll put on this because I just want be moderate, but I'm sure even if we intensify sharing some of them content that people really get the reality at the ground, things go change. You know,
it go change.
Let just address somebody put again about this protest. I don't talk about the other day on Friday, but some people perhaps don't understand. We don't make them clear. Our goal not for waiting, not for make le salon better. Our goal is unity. If people no want for Leone work together, you're not gonna know that way. If people feel say they're okay, they can do it by themselves. They no one take probably suggestion, recommendation, giving. Some of we background no go permit we follow do things haphazardly. We can't, because we have been programmed that we have to follow due process, scientific method, proving thing, doing research, connect the dots, see if actually they work. This is the problem. And some people just feel say common sense now in everything. Yes, common sense is good, but book sense not underrated. Anybody will not get value for book sense, that person they check out something must be. I mean, he gets something for. He's not okay. He's not okay, because you find out say all of the gurus them what we know about the Albert Einstein then the Adams then the George Bernard Shaw then, and many philosophers one of we name now. They end up for put then download the knowledge, then put up a book, then download the knowledge and put up a book. All what you need there, and the IQ level is different with we. But you get the what I said, the privilege for let you get half an iota of then you own. For let you say put on your brain. How you get reading them book, and not to when you read, I just say they see how the sense, the law of gravity, how able know. Isaac Newton, the law of gravity. We all know we know back then. How we know say Boku people and be say the world flat. How we change their mentality and they now will not say the world around. First, we believe and say now the sun they revolve around the earth. We change. So these are things and that's proven. You know, can't tell me say if you get the world flat, don't people and believe you. So if somebody can push you back, and you get for ask question. So please, this will be the last time where I go answer anybody regarding the protests way day. If possible, one call at this platform for the protest, we know they stop you. Call and say. But we can only join a protest where we feel say it well structured, you organize, and it gets a purpose, and we know how they go. We cannot just move like that. This is the reality aspect of this. So let people just know. We are in this for the people of Salon. And if we see that the people of Sierra are ready, we move with them. That's it. But as far as we research concern now, the people of Sierra Leone do not seem to be ready yet, because the rest right now are 1,200,000. Now, only perhaps so the rest go 2 million, now they know say, oh, it's like say some guy there, some idle guys them be the talker, because now so they say what the idle guys there. Yeah, it's like say some idle guys them be the talk some. Don't go listen back. This is it. Anyway, I tap Naya, and I don't know if you get anything for through now.
Well, the pastor say goodbye and thank you for all the listen. And I go say, this native they take time and take effort for do. We get for continue for do all the research. We get for continue for count the facts and the references to now. Una help we for scatter the knowledge. This now global university will open on Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans need to know what they are and what they are worth. This now the university of universities will open so and are free. The only thing we get for pay, help we scatter the knowledge. Let the common man, the last village know what in country what. Then we go see the wonders will go happen. While I believe say social media get power. And the power not to for take gun go fet. Now for make people they know what in they know. Knowledge is supreme, information is power. I go repeat them. Knowledge is supreme, information is power. All the religion they will believe in, then they tell we say we forgo in search of knowledge because it is supreme. When you go in search of knowledge, you they get information, and that information now you power will they make you who that you want for be. So dear, I they take God beguna help for spread this knowledge. It's a knowledge we are giving to you. Spread it. Let all Sierra Leoneans know. Let all man know through the loss. Let all man know in our value. Then we go see a natural change there. Even the one they see don't have power. When they know say people they don't know the truth, then they change their behavior.
Yeah.
I want for sure on that.
Yeah.
And they change their behavior.
They change.
People not see them this way, they all not cowards. If you don't have been cowards, then they know they work out to go and man them.
Absolutely.
If they been get mind. So as they see pressure, they can and they change. Say they are long change.
Well, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, family, we tap the program here. We go come back, hopefully by God in power, tomorrow with another program inside We Komon-Tok. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok, una bye bye. We will leave you with we brother Wide, and we say goodbye. Bye bye.
Wise up, come together. With tension and for safe we country. Cause this thing with the brain line go down the country. Before they make me like the people never angry and one yeah. And just busy for the soul back seat for the fight me. Oh no, yeah. It's not a tribal thing, this not bad politics for divide and win. People they suffer, see they no be seen. Just they pack with money left up on the tribal scene. Wise up, join the I4 sing. Yeah. Tell me if the price that my kids they go down when you show you last name. And the same stuff and no more now we all the left but explain. Oh, if we not keep to all we not promise them that manifest. We not need for the do them see how they manifest. Follow from some truth, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Yeah. You get different views in no space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place, yeah. You know we get far away from we are tell we might get home. Even though I like it, you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we don't call we own. We not gonna leave on alone. My body's driver, we go bring the money. Wise up, come together. To all many things where the eye don't see. Crimes against humanity. Una don't suffer people say we don't lose with sanity. Una wanna buy first nothing and not gets right. Not to water, not to team for it, not to delight. Look at the people and self una unite. Now they walk and now we neck, they wanna jump na the flight. No one will go fetch for we right. Boku tax on the people more burden. Every day new thing, more problem. Waka fine, all the waka people fine. Corruption affecting on can for state. We see it takes states to silo makers then they. We not reach for make una fail. Cause now una they fail and so we they pay. We wanna free the country on bail. My lights are line and we back to hell. Oh, if una keep to all una promise them that manifesto. Una no need for the do them see how we manifest. Follow from trucks, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place. You get different views in them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place, yeah. We get far away from home. We are till we might get home. Even though I holla you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we go call we own. We not go leave am alone. I'm gonna strive and think we go wise up, come together to all this you know they pay attention. And myself don't begin make true confession. We are here and find lecture. How now you must control government we get. How they don't look for light there. They not see. And if lights not there, nothing not go work. Well, we science don't come for this business now. Because me no say, if now we can't the money safe for the use for fly. We don't get no benefit to this country. Then get a safe and pay that shit now at all. Light will come. This is not a rocket science. The country don't left now. Nobody not for talk. The youth say, oh, Abu and now for tomorrow. And they can kill them with young people are dying. Civic rights for protest. Safe, they don't take now the army. But you stand for the right thing, then send them police and soldier by you. How? Now get okay. Because we push people into the wall. If we expect them for bounce back. The credibility of the elections and the legitimacy of this government, look at Leone now. But all day, una dey plan how for rule this country. Take now, without